Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back on the fight front once again. Make sure y'all subscribe. Just back with a real quick video here on my thoughts on Beck Rawlings, her second return in Bellator. Pretty big win for her, I mean, big by not as far as what happened, but hey, man, it's been a while since he scored a win in mixed martial arts. She's back on that winning streak, and as you can see here, she was fighting Elina Kallionidou, and she pulled out the unanimous decision. It was a pretty close fight. I think it could have gone either way. Like, I could have seen Elina or Beck just pulling it out by split decision, kind of going by what happened in the first and the third round. But it was something Beck Rawlings needed. She definitely needed this win to get back in, to the thick of things. And this is just the beginning. This is only one win after a long losing streak. So hopefully, she's kind of back in the mix. But something I always wondered about Beck, Beck Rawlings is, she was the bare knuckle boxing champion, which, that's pretty big for, a woman. She's one of the first to win that belt. And I never realized, I could never understand why she never just went and became a pro boxer. I know the money's not that good, according to some women in women's boxing, but I felt like she had that personality, next to somebody like Clarissa Shields. Beck kind of has that fiery personality that a lot of people like. I know they're two different fighters and they come with two different attitudes, but I think they both kind of have that brashness in your face that, a lot of people they either love or they hate. So they're either going to watch you to win or they're going to, pay to see you to lose. And, that's somebody like Beck Rawlings kind of has that attitude, where, it kind of pays off. So in boxing, I think she probably could have been one of those top women to kind of, take that spotlight, next to somebody like Clarissa Shields, as far as, bringing spice and attitude to boxing. But in this fight here, man, like I said, she wants to continue to go to mixed martial arts. In this fight, she was able to pull the win out from the first round. Elina was getting backed up by Beck Rawlings. She was putting that boxer's pressure on her, but after a few strikes landed, she landed some big strikes on Elina. She chose to take it to the ground, and I guess she just wanted to kind of use this time to work on her ground game and not just make it a boxing match. And when she got Elina to the ground, it was kind of 50-50. Beck was wrestling and trying to get the dominant position, and Elina, she was holding her own. She was holding her own on the ground, almost got an armbar submission attempt, and even whenever they went back to the feet, I felt like Elina landed some good strikes. Even it was kind of an even round, but if I had to say, I would have gave this round to Elina. I know that Beck got the takedown, but I feel like the impressive work was done by Elina on the ground. Second round was mostly all Beck. It was again another takedown from her after kind of jabbing her way in and putting the pressure on Elina. But on the ground, again, I feel like she was just really kind of working on her wrestling. There was never really any danger of Elina getting submitted. She was just kind of getting out-muscled and outworked. But at the same time, I felt like Beck exerted a lot of energy on the ground, because by the end of the round, she looked pretty tired, and I think it was just kind of getting back into that mix of things, of really trying to be a wrestler and, be back in mixed martial arts again, especially, pushing this second round, because, her last fight, her Bellator debut, only lasted like a round that she lost. But this one, it's been a while since she's been 2 rounds. So third round, this was a good round for Elina in the beginning. I feel like Elina was backing Beck up with some good hits. Beck's back to the fence, and Elina landed a pair of good right hands. She was actually landing some good strikes, trading with Beck, and I think she landed the better strikes. So Beck went in, got the takedown again, and on the ground, she was working on the wrestling again, out-muscling Elina. She even got that full mount towards the end and landed some good shots to the head. She was hitting some good body shots too to Elina too. So I feel like she did pull the third round out as well. But again, there was some work in there that the judges could have saw in that first round. But all in all, it was, when I go back and look at it now, I was just looking at some footage of it, I kind of have to say, yeah, Beck did pull it out 2 rounds to 1. Still got a lot of things to kind of work on to get back into the mix of, this flyweight division with the top ladies. And yeah, man, I think, Beck Rawlings, she just, from here, this is just the beginning. She was able to break that losing streak, but from here, to continue to stay in an organization, it's not all about just wanting to fight or saying you'll fight anybody. It's about winning. You know, it's still about winning. And I feel like she has the killer instinct. You know, she has that attitude, but I think a lot of other things that she does has to be translated into wanting to win as well. You know, I think she has to really translate that competitiveness and more focus. Not just the attitude to want to fight like, hey, I'll beat this person's ass. No, you got to go back home and, you know, think more calculated. You know, it's not all about just saying I'll beat this person's ass. It's all about how you do it, how you approach it. You know, can you do it? You know, can you do it? You know, what kind of game plan you got to come up with to face a certain opponent. So I think Beck just has to come with more of a calculated attitude with certain things, you know. But yeah, man, overall, like since she got this win here, you know, it was a pretty decent fight for her. But I feel like I said, she still got a lot of work to do. She called out Heather Hardy. I think that would be a good fight for Heather Hardy as well, you know, to kind of put her on the map, you know, to get a win over, you know, a former UFC veteran as well, former Invicta veteran. I don't know how that fight could go, if that fight would go standing or not. You know, Beck being a little bit smarter and more experienced, she probably wouldn't want to trade or box with Heather. You know, I could see her taking it to the ground because, you know, Heather, I don't know how her ground game is right now as far as what she's been working on since her last MMA fight. So that would be interesting, though. You know, it would be a good fight for both of them. You know, big build up too. You know, they both got fiery personalities, so that would be a fight I'd want to see. If Beck doesn't fight her, I wonder how she would look against somebody like Bruna Ellen. You know, somebody like Bruna Ellen, you know, she had lost her last fight out against Velasquez. So I think that would be a good fight for either Beck or Elina Kallionidou, because Kallionidou didn't look too bad in this fight. She had good hands. You know, she came out on mark. She still looks strong. You know, she has a pretty good jab in the right hand. So I would like to either see one of these ladies fight Bruna Ellen or somebody like that next. But yeah, man, that's really all I got on this, guys. Like I said, just talking a little bit about Beck Rawlings as far as what she need to do. Like, you know, it's more than just one to fight. You know, if she wants to stay in Bellator and, you know, stay consistent. I know she said in a recent interview after the fight that, you know, she doesn't fight for the money, but if you want to stay in the game and make steady income off fighting, you still got to win. You know, that's bottom line. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe. Like always, you know, I'll be back with the new CB99 Talks episode a little bit later. I'll be working on that, talking about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, of course. But yeah, man, that's all I got, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.